This demo is meant to illustrate how a reaction occurs. If we think of this ball as being a molecule, this would be our reactants. And we often illustrate a reaction by an energy diagram, and those energy diagrams involve a hill. And the goal is to get to the top of the hill. And at the top of the hill is something called a transition state, and that allows you to transition and get to the products. If you don't get to the top of the hill, you're going to still remain with your reactants. And so if we look at this ball and we throw it here to the other side of my hand, nothing happened because we didn't get to the top of the hill. And so we still have our reactants. But if we now throw it up higher, we now see that we're at a yellow colored ball, illustrating that we're now to our products. And so we got to the top of the hill, we had enough energy for the reaction to occur. So if we flip this back to our reactants and think about this in slow motion, we start off with the reactants at the bottom, and as they go up the hill, the bonds start to break, and when we get to the top of the hill, we're now at our transition state. So we can see that we're halfway between our reactants and our products. And as they start to come down to the other side of the hill, our bond forming is occurring to a greater degree than the bond breaking, and now we are to our products.